This is what I look like when they put morphine in my veins.
So let me try to get a story from you. A story that I kind of got, and you can tell me if I misunderstood anything. So you've been having events, we'll call your episodes like these events, right?
They are. And
so events of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal pain.
They're exactly the same each time from the very beginning until right this moment where I'm sitting on the edge of the bed at the hospital getting ready to go home.
So let me just ask you a few questions just specifically so I can make sure that I get the whole story. Started in 2018?
Yes.
Okay.
September.
So we'll say started 2018.
And I've had 13 episodes since that day.
So initially it was once or twice a year?
Right.
Now, much more frequent and happening every 2 to 3 weeks now?
I was out of the hospital for 3 days this last time before I had to come back again.
Wow.
And the same exact episode, it starts with diarrhea, and I take it over the counter to try to stop it, and it won't stop.
So when it starts with so tell me what your normal bowel habit is before your episodes.
I have normal formed stools.
So
no
one bowel
constipation.
movement per day?
1 or 2.
Okay, so we'll say normally 1 to 2 formed bowel movements per day.
Right.
So now they're coming every 3 days to 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be correct.
Okay. During the events, how many times do you have a bowel movement?
I would say 6 to 8 times a day.
6 to
And
8. Are they watery, loose, soft, or formed?
Complete watery yellow.
Okay.
No chunks, no pieces, just watery yellow.
And these episodes last how long? You can give me a range.
Yes, that from the time I start having diarrhea to the time I start vomiting is about 24 hours.
Okay.
And
But
from
when
the
does it
time
all subside?
when I come to the emergency room and get IVs.
So only IV hydration fixes it.
That's it. And surprisingly enough, that and a little nausea medication, and I feel like I'm okay. I want to go home.
So only IV hydration. So
Am I right, Mom?
Yeah, what happens, he gets so dehydrated that he's critical.
And they've given me pain medicine.
Do they give you antibiotics?
Not each time.
Not each time, but really, you don't
But
even need
my
antibiotics.
labs each time show a high white blood count. They show that my kidneys are in jeopardy of being damaged.
Yeah.
And that my, what else was it?
Your white count goes up each time?
Yeah, and
I noticed that your C-reactive protein goes up, and that's a non-specific marker of inflammation. So I'll take a look at that and see if they've checked it each
and
time.
I've been told whether the high white count is because you're dehydrated or am I dehydrated because I have a high white count, you know?
No, the
And I
white
think
count has nothing to do with hydration
it's
status.
infection is
It's
what.
more of a marker of inflammation and infection.
Inflammation and infection, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like inside is inflammation and infection.
Okay, so wait, now I'm getting there.
All right.
So we have 6 to 8 watery bowel movements per day.
Yep.
And then where does the belly pain come in?
That's when I start having the belly pain.
After the diarrhea
And
or during the diarrhea event?
During, and I get shivers,
You get
and then I'm
chills.
hot and sweating, diaphoretic, and then shivers, but I don't have a fever.
So chills and diaphoresis.
So that's like it's my body's reaction to this beginning.
Do you get all flushed?
Yeah.
Do you get red and flushed?
I don't think I get flushed. No, I can just
No.
feel it. I feel like I'm
He
on
starts shaking.
But you don't see him with like red cheeks or
No.
red face at all.
Mm-mm.
So chills and diaphoresis.
And that happens right around the same time I'm having the diarrhea. Now I'm very conscious of my predicament, so I'm like, hydrate.
Right.
Not gulping, not slamming waters,
Right.
but trying to drink as much as I can, and still avoiding urine. And then at some point right there, no matter what goes in here, it's not coming back up immediately, but I can feel it stopping. I can feel the water
Just stop.
gathering, not being absorbed, but I know.
But the belly pain comes at the same time
Yeah.
as the diarrhea.
Right,
And the belly pain is just in this central area.
right.
It's not the whole belly.
No, it's like right there.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say,
And when I feel that stop, and then I know I'm gonna vomit, and I fight it. I can fight it for a couple days,
huh.
but once it starts, I can't stop. And the amounts, doctor, that are incredible to me, because I know I didn't put that much in.
Right.
The amounts of diarrhea and the vomiting. I drink one.
Well, that's why your kidneys,
I drink one. I throw up 4.
but that's why your kidneys have such a strong reaction, because you
Right.
are basically drawing everything from everywhere and dumping it. So
Right.
then the kidneys get robbed of their, that's what the kidneys do.
That's what I feel.
Yeah. So let's see, so supraumbilical.
And literally after
pain.
one bag in the ER,
He can speak.
I can talk. I'm
So your mentation
thinking
declines?
clearly. I almost lose my mind. And this is the thing. They say, well, what do you want to do? I can't answer that. I don't know what to
Oh,
do.
I know what I'm gonna do with you. If hydration is the answer for you, then I'm gonna get you home health. Yeah, I'm gonna get you home health, and we're just gonna start IV hydration.
Yeah.
We'll do that weekly.
That'll keep me out of the hospital.
That's what I'm saying, until we can figure out what the heck this is.
Yeah, and I see Dr. Giles on the outside. I was Dr. Idris' patient for a long time.
Yeah, it's one of
And
my
then
partners.
he went and did something else. So I've seen Dr. Giles 2 times. He seems very qualified, and
You're very weird though. You're not normal.
I needed you to
I don't
tell
know
me
what
that.
this is, but this is something normal.
Well, I have to tell you, there's been a couple doctors that have said, sorry, I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, yeah, because you're weird. How bad is this pain?
7 to 8.
So it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Okay. So
And
we'll say
the
severe.
medicine that they give me in the ER knocks it down to a 3 or 4, but it never
7 to 8
goes
out of
away.
10. Okay. So supraumbilical pain, 7 to 8 out of 10, and this pain gets better also with hydration.
Yes. And you know, I had a history of the ulcers. It sounds like the ulcers themselves have cleared up,
Yeah, this is not ulcers.
but my original looked more like a rash throughout the whole thing instead of like individual ulcers. I don't
You
know
don't
what
have
you
a
saw
rash.
yesterday. It looked pretty good, you thought?
What did I think yesterday?
You said you saw
Oh.
some interesting things.
Yes, I did see something interesting. Your small bowel was inflamed.
Right, that's what it feels like.
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
It's very, and we see it all the time, but this one
Right.
this was.
And if that's it, then can I be treated for that? Maybe
we don't know what time he turned out where the bowel was inflamed, and when I went in there, it was inflamed. So then you think, no, this is not a guy with adhesions and scar tissue. There's something weird happening with this bowel. I think I'm gonna write your story up. I'm gonna look it up and try to see what I can pin on it. And then I'm going to send it to all my partners. I have like 20 partners.
Nice.
So then, let's see if we can get 20 heads on it.
Can you believe that? Praise the Lord.
So I don't know.
And I've done a lot of different diets, and the reason I'm saying that is I've
Yeah, the celiac
not found
diet.
anything that makes it worse.
That's right.
I've not found anything that makes it better.
No change.
When I was on a gluten-free diet for a very long time,
Yeah.
um,
That's 1 year.
I still got sick twice.